Manju. Welcome.
Hi.
So you're here for your hand healing and massage session, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so this is the setup here. Before we begin, let me walk you through a little bit about why we do what we do. So your hands are very critical components of the body, which we often take for granted, as you may have noticed. And this is meant to be a holistic set of tests and healing practices meant to improve your hands' overall wellness, agility, and sensation. So we'll begin with basic questions to better understand the health of your hands. Then we'll move on to simple pressure and strength assessments. After that, we'll move on to the main healing portion of the session, which includes some Reiki for energy clearing, some stonework, and a massage with special ointments. How does that sound to you?
It sounds great.
Awesome. And then at the end, we will complete the session with a general checkup and just assess how you feel after the entire session is complete. Okay?
Okay.
All right then, so let's get started. I'll begin with my basic questions just to assess how you're doing right now and how your hands are feeling right now. So Manju, do you currently feel pain anywhere in your hands? So think very carefully about your joints, your fingertips, your palm, your connective tissues, and your wrists.
No, not really.
Not really?
No.
Okay. Let me write that down. And have you ever felt any pain in your hands in the past, in the recent past, or a very long time ago? Any pain at all?
Yeah, maybe a while back, maybe about a year back, I used to have pain in my pinky finger.
Okay.
That went away with time.
Okay, I'll write that down. So some pain. So focus to a finger, correct? All right. All right, Manju, on average, how many hours a day do you spend typing on your laptop? Just a rough estimate is fine.
Just typing?
Yeah, just typing or working on your laptop in general. Your hands are very involved in that. So how long on average would you say you spend typing on your
On a
laptop?
normal work day, maybe 3 hours.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. And on average, how many hours a day do you spend lifting heavy equipment? So things like pots, school textbooks, luggage, or boxes?
Maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes? All right. So not too much. And then my final question to you is, have you experienced a hand healing session before?
No, never.
No? Okay. So we hope you enjoy this one. What I'll do now is I will begin with a general assessment of your hands. So the first part of this will involve me doing a quick scan of your hands. So you can just place your hands on the table like this as you see fit. So be comfortable, let your fingers be spread apart,
Okay.
and I'll do a quick visual scan of your hands. And I'll use the back of my pencil to maybe spread apart your fingers a little bit, tap some points on your hand to test your sensation and things like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any damage, any muscle tear or wear. Your hands seem intact. Your fingers also seem like they're doing just fine. So that looks okay. Quick visual scan, I think, tends to be perfect, so that's fine as well. Now I'll ask you to do a few exercises with your hands. Take your time with them. You can take as much time as you need to. First, I'll ask you to clench and unclench your right hand. Can you do that for me? And do it as many times as you can. Alright, stop. And then do the same with your left hand. Okay, perfect. So it seems like movement is working just fine. Next, I'm going to ask you to do more micro movements. So can you place your right hand on the table? And then go ahead and tap your fingers one at a time for me. You can lift the palm off the table if that feels comfortable. But one at a time, try to tap the table. Yep, that was perfect. And then do it backwards if you can. Right hand is perfect. Now can you place your right hand back and try the same with your left hand. Perfect. Now put both hands on the table together and do them together.
Go.
Yeah, if you can. You can do like your pinkies and your thumbs together. Yeah, yeah.
And backwards.
And backwards. Perfect. Okay, so that was good. Micro movements looking fine. Alright, so now I'll have you do some more composite movements. They involve more muscles in your hands and your wrists. So why don't you go ahead and try a back and forth movement with your hands. That looks fine. Now I'll ask you to raise your right hand. And now when I release this hand, just let it drop, okay? Alright, we'll try that again. Just let it drop. Okay, that was perfect. And we'll do the same with your left hand. So just let it drop when I release it, okay? Let all the pressure hang. Okay, one more time. That was perfect. Very good. Now I will have you squish a toy just to see that your fingers, your knuckles, they're working fine. So why don't you go ahead and squish this toy with your right hand. You can squish it as hard as you like. That seems to be fine. And then pass the toy to your left hand and do the same thing there. Okay, perfect. So both hands have good strength. Now I want to test your sensation on your palm. Specifically how you feel density. So I'm going to tap this stamp at various points in your palm and just let me know if it feels consistent throughout all the spots, okay? So let's try your right hand first. Does that feel roughly the same everywhere? Or do you think there's more sensation on certain parts and less sensation on other parts?
It seems the same everywhere except I think more towards this part.
This part, there's a higher sensation or
Yes,
lower?
higher.
Higher sensation. So this seems to be more sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. And during our Reiki session, we'll have a look at that part as well. Focus a little bit more there to release that sensitivity. Now you can place your right hand back and then let's stress this on your left palm.
Yeah, you could take my watch.
You could take your watch off, maybe that'll be more comfortable, yeah. I'll keep this over here. Yeah, spread your palm wide and same thing, let me know where it might be more sensitive or less sensitive. What do you think?
Okay. Here.
Here?
Yes.
More sensitive?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll focus on that area there during our Reiki energy clearing. Okay, so this part, I'll just make the notes here. This part is fine. More sensitive, certain regions. Now we're going to do a pressure test. So first, I want to test your finger sensation and see if it can feel micro pressure within this box. Okay, so you're going to put your finger into this hole here. Just see if you can sense that pressure from the surrounding area. So let's start with the right hand. Each finger one at a time. So your pointer. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky finger, and also your thumb. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that clasp around?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's try that with your left hand also. So your pointer, okay, good. That's fine.
Yeah.
Any finger, yeah. Thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the pressure everywhere?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So finger in box. That exercise is successful. Now I'm going to try pricking your hand with a toothpick. So this goes even more micro. So splay out your palm for me, your hands, and just let me know if you can feel the pricks.
Yes, very much.
Very much? Okay. And does it seem to be extra sensitive here, as you had pointed out earlier, on the right hand?
Yes.
Okay. And your fingertips, are they fine as well?
Yes.
There's no place where there's numbness or lack of sensation, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. Let's try your left hand.
Tickles.
Tickles? Yeah, that's fairly normal. Okay. Again, no numbness,
No.
no tingling sensation outside of this?
No.
Okay, perfect. So that seems to be successful as well. Your hands are very normal, Manju, so I'm happy to say they're in good shape so far. Now, we're going to do a sharp or dull test. I'm going to use this stick on both sides. So splay out your right hand. And this is the sharp side. This is the dull side. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes and let me know which side you feel, okay?
Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Dull. Sharp.
Perfect. All of those were correct. I'd like to try your left hand as well, especially on the sensitive area. So close your eyes again.
Sharp. 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 Dull. 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 Dull.
Perfect. Very well done. So your pressure test is 100% successful. Now we'll begin with your Reiki healing. This part is a little more relaxing, so you can close your eyes if you see fit, or you can leave them open however you want, okay? I'll begin with your right hand only. So, put your palm down. And first, I would like to test your energy balance. So I'm going to hover this pendant over your hand and feel for any knots that are causing energy to be stuck, okay? So I'll hold this pendant over your hand. Okay, this hand seems alright, not too much stuckness, not too much tension within your muscles. The energy seems to be moving fine. This area is a little tough here, so we'll try and get that untangled, okay? I'll just assess your left hand as well. Let me make a quick note of that. Okay, this seems to be fine. Quite stable energy. So it looks like your right hand probably needs a little more work than the left. Alright. Left hand, not so much work to be done. Okay, so we'll ignore your left hand completely for now. We'll just work on your right hand. I think that needs a little more focus. So why don't you place your right hand back on the table? Now I'll begin with some energy work, which will involve me untying knots. And this is going to be touchless. So I won't touch your hands, I'll just be working with energies. Okay? So just doing a general scan first. I'm just going to check now how the energy is feeling. It's a little better. It's a little better, but still some toughness. So I'll try to get rid of that. And sometimes during Reiki, you might feel a warm tingling sensation, which is completely normal. That's your energy flowing out, getting settled. All the negative energies being pulled out. As you can notice, I'm trying to tie knots here and take them out. Okay. Okay. Let's assess that one more time. But before that, I want to do this time I'll do a contact Reiki session. Okay, this time it was touchless so far. Now I'm going to introduce some touch. So this should absorb all of that stuck energy. This is a very special ball that absorbs all of your negative energies, all of the tightness, and it should heal that intense sensitivity that you had in some areas on your hand. And just let me know if it gets too intense, if it hurts. I'll try to lower the work on that. Feeling good so far?
This actually feels very soothing.
It does? Okay. Yeah, that's what Reiki is meant to help with. It's meant to relax and untie all those stressful knots in your body. So I'm glad you're enjoying this. All right. So let's assess that one more time with the pendant. I'm going to hover the stone, see if there's a sense of calm. Yep, that seems to be doing much, much better. As you can notice, there's much less turbulence over your fingertips, over your palm, your knuckles. That's great. So the energy has been cleared. We're going to continue with some stonework. So I'm going to pull out some stones here and place them on your hand. This will do the final healing for your hand before our massage begins. So each of these is meant to do a certain function. They all work in their own ways. They all have their own powers and benefits. So I'm going to introduce these stones near your hand. Place some on top of the knuckles. That's a rose quartz. This here is a special stone that I forgot the name of, but it's meant to be a healing stone. And that's a sunset or a quartz. All right. Let's do some stonework here. And I'm going to let that lay there for just a moment. Let it settle, do its healing work. Let's give it a few more seconds and then I'll pick them right off. All right. Any questions at all?
No, very curious. What was this green thing?
So this is actually, I'm not sure what it's called, but it was part of potpourri, blessed potpourri that's meant for Reiki. So we pick and choose certain elements that work with different clients. So for you, this one seemed the best fit, which is why I chose this particular shape from the potpourri. All right. Now we'll continue and we'll actually begin the massage. So I'm going to do this on both your hands. And because this involves creams and special ointments, I'm going to make sure to wear my gloves. So I'm going to take off all my rings first.
Can I sit cross-legged?
Yes, you can. You can sit cross-legged. Just be very comfortable. Take your time. Get settled in and we'll begin. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply a special ointment. So this is made up of aloe vera, but it has a few healing properties in addition to just aloe vera. And we're going to let it do its magic on your hands. For this part, you can shut your eyes, be as relaxed as you want. Now that I've applied this, I'm going to put my gloves on. And let me know at any point if something hurts or feels uncomfortable, and I'll stop. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, left hand as well. All right. Set this aside. Can you turn your hand over? So we're going to focus on releasing tension from your fingertips. They work very, very hard during the day and we need to let them, take a back seat and relax as well.
That's been very good.
That's good. Turn your hand around. All right, Manju, your session has now been complete. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that was relaxing.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was very, very relaxing, especially the stone therapy part.
Yes.
And the massage.
Okay.
The fingers do feel a little bit, I don't know,
More free.
more free and
More
light.
mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful to know. I'm glad that worked. So I do have a few outro questions for you just to see how you're feeling right now.
Okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how relaxed do your hands feel right now? With 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest.
So right now it's a 10.
10, that's wonderful. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how effective did you feel like the session was for you?
For the hands
Yes.
specifically?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say 9 to 10.
9 to 10, okay, perfect. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend this session to a friend or a family member?
More likely 9.
9, okay. Perfect. So I will check in with you after a week. You can walk back into our office and I'll, look at your hands and how they're doing.
Okay.
And as a thank you gift, I've got this little octopus for you to take home.
Oh my God,
So-
that's a really surprise. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Manju.
Thank you.
Thank
Shambhavi.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.